they just released on November 8th a new update that allows this little guy to record 5.8K video, 360-degree video. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna test that out. Something else that I'm super excited about, guys, is they've released a desktop app. So we're gonna go in the studio and we're gonna take the footage that we record today and we're gonna import it in, figure out all of our export options, and see what we can do. Okay guys, so the first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys the website. So this is Rylo.com and then I'm at /apps, okay? So, and you can also get here by clicking here, right here, the apps menu item. But up here, we've got a little banner that says new on Rylo, 5.8K video capture, Rylo for Mac OS, okay? So down here, these are the apps that are available for mobile. So we have Google Play Store for Android, and we've got the App Store for iOS. Built mobile first, watch, edit, share directly to your phone, no desktop or computer needed. Intuitive touch tools, professional grade tools made easy. Control motion and follow friends with a tap. Simple social sharing. Create immersive 360-degree or traditional HD videos. Quickly share on Instagram, Facebook, and more. Okay? So this side is what we've been able to do for a year. They came out with the iOS app first, and I think a couple months later it was available on Android. But now, as of November 8th, 2018, they have a desktop app for Mac OS. So, creative power for professionals. High performance, view and edit Rylo content on a large screen, import and edit directly from the SD card, which is what we're going to do today. Built for desktop. Quick action editing hotkeys. I don't know what those are. Tools optimized for keyboard and mouse. So we're just going to play around and see what we can do. I might get, when I find a manual for the application, we'll get a little deeper in another video. Creative control. Export video to ProRes and H.265 formats. That's awesome. So you can throw that into Final Cut or Adobe Premiere, and they'll be nice files to work with. Control Rylo audio output levels. All right, we'll see what that's like, guys. The mics haven't been the greatest on the Rylo, but we'll see what happens. So here, Rylo for Mac OS, and it's coming soon on the PC. Okay, so just like they released the app that they worked for the Apple ecosystem, and went from Apple to Google, and now we're going from Apple to Microsoft. Okay, so there we go. So click here to download it. I've already downloaded it, so let's move to the app. Okay, guys, so now we're in the app. And I guys, first I want you to see in the middle you can drag and drop your files here. So if you have drag any Rylo video here to start. So you can throw a video that you've recorded on your Rylo here. And one of the biggest complaints that I saw from Ben Claremont, Mick Ty, and several other 360 video aficionados that you know, the phone ecosystem was nice, but for someone that records videos all the time, it's frustrating to just use your cell phone to edit videos. And that's kind of what we've been doing for the last year on the Rylo. We've been using the iPhone or the Android phone to render video. But today we can do it on the desktop, which is great. It's great. Okay, so we can drag and drop files here, or we can come over here. We can select a folder, and the images will show down here. But I've put the SD card in straight from the Rylo, so we're going to move over here to the SD card. Okay, so here we have these nice thumbnails of what our videos look like. That's pretty sweet. Um, there's a download button. This tells you how long the video is, and then this etc. gives you details on the video. Okay, you even have a show and finder, which for PC guys out there, Finder is basically just your file explorer. It tells me when I created the file, how big the file is, and then I could discard points, discard all edits. So we'll see what that is. So I think the video we want to start out with is this guy. Let's just see what this one is. Not sure what's happening. Let's exit out of that. Let's see if we can just... Nope. Oh. Okay, so we can click on them. So download them is probably the ability to move them somewhere. So I'm not sure what's happening there. So here we have the video. We're going to start with the first one. We can move it around. There I am. All right, so let's see which one this one is.
All right, guys, so this is the 360 video. This is regular mode. And we're going to see what this is like.
Okay, so this is regular mode. Let's see what this is. This is 5.8K. Do you guys notice a difference in quality? This might be a preview.
So now we're shooting at 5.8K. They haven't done anything to the hardware of this camera. This is one of the first cameras that came off of the line. I pre-ordered this camera, and it came to my door. So I didn't go out to Best Buy and buy it today.
All right, so let's see what it looks like here, guys. It's pretty decent. This is a low light situation. Even my GoPro struggles with this shot, but good stitch line. I mean, you can see there's kind of an issue there, but a very simple patch could fix that. And as far as test footage, I think this looks great. So that's what that looks like. Now let's go in here. This should be regular sunny video. Yep. So we got regular video. I'm doing my little GoPro intro. So that's pretty cool. And then we'll move to this guy. This should be... Now this is kind of interesting because it's gloomy over there and sunny over here. So it's still not the perfect situation, but I think it looks pretty good, guys. We got some noise going on here. So yeah, but for a tiny little camera you can put in your pocket. Now, as you can see here, this is kind of the optical flow kind of blending, and I think this is on the fly. I don't think it's rendered yet. So let's see what these things do. So we've got crop mode. What does that do? So we've got portrait. Oh, that's cool. Oh, so you can move your shot around to portrait mode, and if you wanted to export for Instagram, let's see if we can zoom in. Oh, we can zoom in, guys. So framing your shot is pretty simple. That pole. That's pretty good, guys. So whenever you're doing 360-degree video, some of the issues you get a lot of times are straight lines just disappear because you're kind of in a bowl. But the lines are pretty good in this. All right, so landscape. There we go. So if we put it around on the edges, then we'll get kind of the bowl. But straightforward is pretty good, actually. All right, so, and the cars are still moving the same. So that'll be in the exported video. It's pretty cool, guys. So we got the clouds moving around. You can tell it's kind of stretching the planet out up here. And that's because I have it in cinema mode, but I can move it to landscape mode. This is so good, guys. Um, editing video and editing video with 360 in it, it's always nice to, you can spin it around. So I always like to put my, since the, since I do things in rectangles, I kind of like to put a pole kind of shooting up in a corner or something, and then I'll zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in. Why can't I zoom in? All right, so there's that. Okay, guys. So now we're going to go through stabilized or unstabilized. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a different video. We're going to try this one out. And we're going to move it off Tiny Planet for now. Wow, this video didn't turn out good at all. This might be a bad preview, guys. I'm not sure. At the end of this video, I'm going to put planets so you guys can see what these videos look like after they're exported. But yeah. So let's play the video. So this is me walking around. Let's see if we can zoom out. Let's change it to cinema. All right, so I'm walking around. That stabilized video, this is the original video. Look how bouncy that is, guys. So stabilization still works, great. Cool. All right, so audio, again, audio is just not very good on this camera. So, and most action cameras, audio is the last thing that they worry about. So, oh, I've got all these settings in here. Here's something else I want to show you guys. So I've got really bad settings in here when I was playing with it earlier. Oop, cancel that. So what we're going to do is we're going to close this. And we're going to go back to this video and click the etc. So as I showed you guys earlier, it's got information about the file, but I can discard edits. So I'm going to discard all edits. Okay. Now we're going to come back in this video. So as you can see, it's pretty dark. But the reason I had that really bad noise is because I played with it some. So, so we're going to go back to Tiny Planet mode. We're going to move it around like this. And then we're going to play. So let's change it to cinema mode just so we get more. The fact that you can put it in a Tiny Planet and put it in cinema mode is pretty awesome, guys. But everything from audio down is just playing around with just the different settings, the color settings of the video. Brightness, contrast, temperature, stuff like that. And I wouldn't do that here. I would do it in Final Cut Pro, but I can show you guys that we do have capabilities to adjust colors of the video, and there's temperature. We can make it really warm. We can make it cool. Ooh, we can unsaturate it completely, make a black and white video. Something I wish they would add is a reset button on each individual thing, each individual line. I think that would be better. But we're going to go back to normal. Okay? So we're going to put the video back at the beginning of the walkthrough of the store, maybe about here. We're going to take it off Tiny Planet mode, and we're going to zoom out. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to track this. Oh. Let's undo that. So whenever you do any kind of editing as far as reframing your shot, you'll have this nice big red bar. If you click in the middle of it, this turns into an X, and you can X out of it. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to track, maybe track this box up here. I think that'll be a good. So we're going to click that box and see how it's tracking the Nerf box. It's pretty cool. All right, let's delete that. And let's go back. And let's track something farther away. So I think what we're going to do is let's track this guy. That's a pretty cool shot, guys. So see how it's tracking that sign the entire time? Now the tracking has moved over a little bit, but it did a really good job. It did way better than I thought it would. So now what you have is you've got an establishing shot. When you're walking around, it's going to look up at that sign, and it's just going to track that sign. Okay, guys? So the same amazing tracking capabilities that were in the phone app, the mobile apps, now is at your fingertips. So there's that. Now what I want to do is I want to move to a different point. So I want to look forward, and I want to add a key point. Okay? And what that key point does is and I'm calling it a key point because it's not really a keyframe. It is a keyframe, but it also has a point of interest as well. So I'm going to call it a key point. And then let's say I want to move the video here. But that woman was talking to me. So maybe I want to change the point of view behind me so I can see that lady creeping up on me. Okay? So we're going to put that there. All right, so now let's see what happens in the video. So we're tracking, looking at the animal sign, looking at the animal sign, looking at the animal sign. It's pretty cool. And what the beauty of 360 video is you can reframe your shot in post. So when they get it to look as good as regular video, I'm going to be super jazzed. Okay, so we put a keyframe. So now we're going to reframe the shot over to walking, and now we're going to look at this lady behind me. Look at that, guys. Super smooth. All right, and then I found out that she's not really creeping on me. Oh, wait, she is. But now that I realize that she's done, I'm going to put another key point. Okay. And then I think a little later I want to look at the fish, right? So now we're going to put this key point here. All right, so let's look at that walkthrough again. We'll skip the tracking shot. So we're looking here. We're looking here. Let's look over at the lady. Oh, hey, what are you doing? Oh, I'm just filming stuff. Oh, you got a YouTube channel? Yeah, I'm pretty famous. Yep, so that's our altercation. Now, I decide, well, let's go look over at the fish now. So we're going to move the camera angle over to the fish tank. Nice and slow. Smooth transition. You don't even know what's happening. It looks like I'm spinning the camera around, guys. So, I think that's pretty cool. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to export. So when you're in the video, when you have it the way that you want it, anytime you do edits like this, like tracking edits and stuff like that, I believe only works in flat mode. 360 video is just a full immersive 360 degree video. So we're going to export by clicking this big red arrow, And these are the options you have here, guys. You got video style. So you've got flat HD, which is a rectangle. So it'll look pretty much like this. Um, Whenever you export little tiny planets, those will be flat HD, all that kind of stuff. Then under video formats, this is awesome, guys. So instead of just a kind of a compressed MOV, you now, which is what this is, now you have the opportunity to export as a HEVC as well as a ProRes. Now, ProRes is something Final Cut uses. It's the native codec that Final Cut uses, so it's uncompressed footage. This will be the best footage you can get on ProRes, which is awesome, guys. You can turn audio on or off. A lot of times, 360 video doesn't even really, you don't even really need video audio on it, because you're just getting a scene, and a lot of the audio is just kind of wind noise and tripod bangs and stuff like that. And then they have a light ending card, a dark ending card, and disabled. I'm going to disable because I don't think I ever really want an ending card on it. But when I export just kind of regular footage, I think I'll do that for you guys. All right, guys, these are the ProRes planets from the videos I took the other day. Um, as you can see, the edges look kind of weird, but usually that's what happens whenever you make a tiny planet. You pretty much stretch the outside pixels way farther than they should go. So that's kind of why I'm zooming in to give you kind of the goodness of the inside of the tiny planet. But I think this one turned out really good. It was a dreary day, and I love browns and the greens of fall. Um, this one, the clouds turned out amazing, even on the the fully zoomed out image. But sunny days with blue skies is really when these cameras shine. That's why they have videos of people jumping in the ocean and people skiing, snow skiing down a beautiful slope. That's when these cameras look amazing, guys. They're not really meant for taking it inside to a concert or anything like that. But I think these planets turned out great. This is the final shot, and I will tell you that I put a vignette on the outside because the store, all of the area that I was close to, like next to the aisle, looks great, but the it was really noisy in the surrounding edges. But yeah, hope you guys like this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Please like, subscribe to my channels, and have a wonderful day, guys. Peace out.